The Los Angeles Coliseum, once home to the Olympic Games and many of the most memorable moments in sports, and also home to the USC Trojans, who are prepared to fight on once again today. Today, a clash between a couple of ACC rivals in a game that could have big-time implications for the rest of the season. As we'll see, the Arkansas Razorbacks taking on one of the top 5 teams in the conference, the USC Trojans. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going. And the Razorbacks will boot it away to start the game. Fielded in the end zone. It's Lemon. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. They'll give it to the back. They needed to find enough space and get it moving forward, and they're up to the 22. Let's talk for just a second here about USC. A big-name running back, always a great get in the recruiting world. 4-star running back they got last week. Seems as if he'll fit in nicely here.
Oh, he's going to be a great fit. I mean, when you get a great player like that, the whole fan base gets jacked up. You see it all over social media, and it starts to build some momentum in the recruiting class.
Just what they were looking for to get this drive rolling. They're out to the 35. And the legendary John McKay would be proud of the execution of the running game and picking up the first down.
The basic principles of the run game, right? The easy stuff, the boring stuff, not...
He lobs one high down the left side. Intercepted, and the first drive ends with a pick. Looking for more room. And a big return after the INT sets up the offense for this possession.
That is the perfect start for a defense that has really struggled against the pass this season. They're in the bottom portion, okay? Have struggled, but opening drive, making a statement. Maybe this creates some momentum. Maybe this turns the tide for this defense.
This place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions. From the gun, give on the inside. That's about as close as you can get to that marker, and it will be second and just a few breaths away from the first down.
Man, when I can run the football like that on first down and create second and inches and stay way ahead of the sticks and be in a position now where I can throw the football or run, I will have a lot of success on the offensive side of the football.
Hard running there. Brought down at the 38. It's a pickup of 10 and a first down.
Well, he was able to gash him on that play. You just give this guy 1 inch, one little crease. He puts his foot in the ground, and he gets north fast.
They're lining up on 1st and 10 from the 38. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Always a welcome play from the defense as they get a sack at the 47.
Oftentimes with play action, you're asking the quarterback to hold on to the ball a bit longer, and you're asking this offensive line to hold up and pass pro a bit longer. Against this athletic front seven on defense, it's going to be tough.
Looking to throw, it's Hardy. And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. 3rd down coming.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
This crowd trying to make life miserable for this offense. On 3rd and long, he'll need to push it downfield. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
We're already in the 1st quarter, but already you get the feeling this could be a long day for this QB. He's already been sacked. He gets hit right there on the incomplete throw. They've got to find a way to do a better job up front of protecting this guy, or it's going to be difficult to put up points.
And they'll just down it right there. Opening play of this drive comes from the 12-yard line. On the ground, it's Jordan. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
Well, the offensive line had everybody blocked except the defensive end. He was able to sneak into the backfield and get the tackle for loss.
After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Makes the catch. It's Jordan. Turning it on. He picks up the first down, brought down, but not before he put that dude in a blender.
Nice job by the running back, catching the football and understanding where the first down marker was. I got to go get that first down. He did a nice job on it.
Scanning the field, it's Fox. Makes the grab. It's Lane. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there. And the Trojans come to the line in the hurry-up. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Some early movement along the offensive line, and they'll walk it back. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Offense gets set for 2nd down. Looking to fire. Just a hair too much on it from this big-arm sophomore quarterback.
Quarterback trying to attack the middle of the field. I like the aggressive nature, but his receivers aren't 9 feet tall. No one's going to catch that. No one can climb the ladder. You got to bring it down a little bit.
Motion from the wide receiver. Wants to throw it. And it's incomplete despite some serious arm strength shown there.
Every defense in the country talks about getting offenses in predictable 3rd and long situations where I can bring on more speedsters and I know the pass is coming so I can have more success.
Not able to pop the big return, but they've got the ball back and ready to go with a fresh possession. Will get started from the 37-yard line. First play of the drive, wants to throw. Under pressure, and down he goes at the 33.
And a great job by the defense, dropping in zone coverage, all eyes on the quarterback, taking away the options, and then finally the pass rush gets home, gets him on the ground.
The Razorbacks have put themselves in dire straits after that last play at 2nd and a mile. Back to pass, it's Hardy. And that pass will be jarred loose on second down. That brings up third down.
This offense really is putting themselves behind the 8 ball right now on this drive. Sack first down. You've just thrown an incompletion, so third in California. Defense knows you're probably going to throw it. What can you dial up here?
And the Razorbacks are way behind the sticks on this third and forever. From the gun, wants to pass. Here comes the heat. And he's going to be stopped just short of the first down. He tried to get it on his own. The Razorbacks will line up to punt it away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Catch is made at the 15. Couldn't get away from that cover team, and they've got him down at the 23. This drive opens up at the 23-yard line. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. Gets the nose of the ball to the 25, give him 1.
Well, they're going RPO. Nice job handing it off, and really good vision there, just getting what he can get, right? Puts his foot in the ground, gets forward, helps this offense find positive points.
Finds Zach Priest, and he's got 4 after the 29.
And, you know, when we talk about great third down defenses, it really starts with them getting stops on first and second down. You've got to get those stops early in the drives to set up third and long, so that's a missed opportunity on that second down by this defense.
A strike downfield. That'll be enough for a first down as he crosses the 50 and gets it to the 48. These two guys, just on the same wavelength, they make clutch connections all the time.
And that's practice, man. That's all summer. That's all spring. Just so many hundreds and thousands of balls where you know exactly when that guy's going to break. You know he's a stud. You're going to feed him.
Oh, he's got some space. Really putting together a threat now. They got the first. It's at the 37.
And there you go. You see, you don't have to throw bombs to get big plays in the passing game. Just screen it to your running back. As soon as he catches it, he gets upfield. And how about the downfield blocking by these linemen and the wide receivers as they rip off that explosive play?
The offense changing the play. Looking for a man. It's Fox. A shot toward the end zone. Touchdown, Southern Cal. They went for it all, and it paid off with the score.
One of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. When we're taking shots, we need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. And David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not. So being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get it. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play, just like he did right there for 6 points.
They've swapped into the field, and we're ready to go in the second. Stadium buzzing, kickoff team on the field, and we are ready to get this thing started. Fielded in the end zone, it's Brown. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. First snap of this drive will come from inside the 15 at their own 14-yard line. Timeout called by the defense. It's their first of the half as they'll go to the sideline and try to make adjustments. Crank up this drive with the pass. Got his man. He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up.
Well, I understand what the quarterback's trying to do. He's trying to get it to his playmaker out there quickly in space, but I don't think he anticipated the linebacker beelining the way he did. It was almost as if the linebacker knew where the QB was going with the football.
These corners backing off a bit. To the air on second down. The sweet feet keeping the play alive. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
throw the football with a relentless chase. I love it. Get to the quarterback. He throws an inaccurate pass because he gets whacked as he throws the football. Nice job chasing by the defense.
The roar of the crowd trying to fuel this defense to keep them pinned in their own end. Now the play fake. And the pressure gets him back at the 8-yard line.
And they've been waiting for something good to happen with respect to getting after the quarterback, right? They're outside of the top 100 in the country in sacks per game, but finally now you see they're generating this pass rush. 3 sacks on the game so far.
So first play of the drive coming here from their own 49. Looking to pass. It's Fox. Pulls it in. It's Jordan.
Again, this is a running back that can hurt you running it between the tackles, and he's dangerous out in space. They like to throw it to him out on the perimeter as he picks up a couple of yards there.
The Trojans can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. The pull and throw off the RPO. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Snap from the gun on third down. He'll off one deep down the left side. Touchdown USC! They wanted to finish, and that they did on that possession.
Yeah, and that's simple, but it's not easy. It's a go route. Like that receiver's streaking straight down the outside of the field, and my job as a quarterback is to put that ball up in the air, keep it away from the safety. He does just that. Receiver comes down with the catch. Nice pitch, nice catch, touchdown.
No chance to return that one. A booming kickoff out of the back of the end zone. It's a touchback. DBs will try to keep everything in front. They're setting up the screen. At the 35, he's open. To the 43-yard line and a first down for this offense.
Well, they pick up the first down there on the screen. I love the offensive line there, allowing the pass rush to get way up the field. They completely baited their guys, made them think that they got beaten, that they were going to get the sack, and then they sneak the running back screen right in behind them and pick up the first.
Makes the grab. It's Clapp. They stop him just short of the first down, but it will be second and inches coming up. Just a quick rhythm throw there and really good use of the tight end.
Yeah, good use of the big fella. I mean, go through your progressions real quick. You can't find anything. Get the easy gain. Don't take a shot down the field all the time. Take those shots later, but take those easy, wide-open opportunities to get some positive chunks.
They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down. Even dating to the days when they ran the option, Arkansas has always been built around the ground game.
Yeah, and makes Jerry Jones happy, huh? Noted Arkansas fan, always talking about the Hogs, his Hogs. And this team is always built on that physicality, built on that toughness.
Wants to throw. It's Hardy. Just too much of a rush, and down goes the quarterback just behind the midfield stripe at the 49.
What a great job by this defense setting the tone early. In the first half, they've been hitting the quarterback early and often. Make him feel uncomfortable. Make him feel that pressure. Keep getting him on the ground. That's why they built a lead.
Wants to fire on second down. Scrambling away. And the pass to the sideline will pick up a short gain.
Good play by the defense. Way to wrap them up. Way to know where the sticks are. Now put you in a successful position for third down. Now you can break out the fun packages, the blitzes, putting more speed, more little fast guys in the field.
We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and a score on this drive would do wonders for their confidence. And the Razorbacks need their binoculars to find that line to gain here on third down. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. What a job to lay out and make the catch.
Man, I love the catch radius on this guy. If you just put it somewhere... his body, he's going to be able to reel it in. That was a phenomenal job, showing you his athleticism and also his concentration, making that outstanding grab.
The Razorbacks will try to move the sticks on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Makes a grab past the marker. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a 1st down. The metrics tell you so often, go ahead, go for it on 4th down, and it pays off there.
And that just shows you the head coach's confidence in his quarterback to go out on a critical 4th down and execute.
They have been stagnant on offense, but finally a little forward movement as they've got a 1st and 10. Fires complete on the crosser. They make the stop, but not before he sets them up with a 1st and goal from the 10. And now a chance not only to cut into the lead, but play it just right, and maybe the other team doesn't even get a chance to answer. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
And how about that young man getting in the backfield again? He's really got his fingerprints all over this game so far to start it, man. We're still in the 1st half, and he's got a sack. He's got a tackle for a loss. These are the kind of plays that really help your defense push these offenses behind the sticks.
Back to throw, it's Hardy. Makes the grab. They've got it down to the 3-yard line. Really well done on that throw and catch.
Nice job by the defense, forcing the 3rd and goal. You can't allow any run after catch in these situations. Play aggressive, play tight, and play physical.
They'll try to pass it in on 3rd and goal. Touchdown, Arkansas! They get it into the end zone to pay off that opportunity.
It took them some time, but finally here at the end of the 1st half, they were finally able to get it right and score a touchdown. You know, I think oftentimes as an offensive coordinator, you've scripted your first 10 plays, things aren't working. You're looking for formations, you're looking for schemes you can run to finally break through, and that last drive might be what this offense needs to finally turn the corner. We'll see in the 2nd half.
So here comes the kickoff after the touchdown, and the last thing you need right before the half is to give up a big return. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 20. 25-yard line. This late in the half, here's the question: how aggressive will the play calling be? Going right to work up top. He tosses one high and deep down the left side. Hits him in stride at the 10. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for one or two more plays. Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Zings it complete to the right. Brander on the win. Touchdown, Trojan. A great catch and run for 6.
And they trust their QB to execute like they have the whole first half, and he delivers, and they build on this lead and build their momentum going into halftime.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point puts them on top 21-7. They wasted no time on that drive. Got it on their 25, and 2 plays later, they're in the end zone. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Coming out with it, it's Brown. Coverage team there to make the stop. They avoid disaster, and that's the end of the first half. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update. And the Trojans will kick it away to crank up the second half. That one bounds through the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Looking downfield, it's Hardy. Sets up the screen. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
And you're trying to get the ball to the running back quick and let him get some space, but there was absolutely no space. They penetrated quickly, and they got him before he could even get going.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Makes the grab on the left. He's close to the first down, but they're going to mark him just a little short.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times he'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
Guys, this offense is already reeling down multiple possessions. Really need to cash in on this drive. They turn to the passing game on 3rd and short. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down.
Well, after struggling so much in the first half, you thought they would have made some adjustments here at halftime to see if they can open up this passing game. But early on in the second half, you're just not really able to get that done. Incompletion on 3rd down in your own end, you're expecting them to punt.
And the Razorbacks will try to pin them back with the punt. Here's the return. And they'll bring him down to get the offense started on the next drive. christen this drive from the 28-yard line. Looking downfield, it's Fox. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. They'll see if they can find some running room on the right here. Cross the 30 out to the 33 and gains 4 on the play.
See, they need more runs like that. It's been so few and far between. Defensively, they've been in position. They've been winning their one-on-one battles, getting off of blocks and rallying to the ball carrier. This defense has done a nice job slowing down the run game thus far.
It'll be 3rd and short from their own 33. An unforced error there. They don't get the snap off in time. The delay of game pushes the offense back. They've made 3rd down offense a key. It'll be tested on 3rd and long from the 28. From the gun, wants to pass. Throws for the tight end. And a missed opportunity on 3rd down as the defense knocks it free, and 4th down is coming up. The Trojans line up to punt it away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Just needs a crack to get a return. And the coverage team able to make the tackle. Let's see if they can put together a drive starting from their own 28. Out of the gun, they give to the back. Cross the 30 out to the 33 and gains 4 on the play.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
They'll get him down at the 48 after the 15-yard gain.
When the running back gets going and gets ahead of steam like that, so hard to get to the ground. That's why you blitz. That's why you bring pressure. That's why you bring more guys in the box so you can get him before he gets going. But once he got going, you could tell it was hard to get a hand on him, hard to get him to the ground.
They'll line up right at the 48-yard line on 1st and 10. Back to throw, it's Hardy. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on 1st down. 2nd down coming.
The big tight end tries to make a catch, and you can tell he extends for the ball, but great job by the defender getting in there, making the hit, dislodging the football out at the same time as he's going to catch it, and the big tight end couldn't hold on to it.
They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Out of the gun, the inside handoff, looking for a crease. And he's able to find a little bit of running room before they get him down.
Listen, you got to be able to know what play to call and what hole to go through. Like, the line blocks for a certain hole. Good job getting through the hole, getting what was blocked, getting a nice positive gain, making your situation really good on the next down.
Offense is desperate to keep this drive alive, trailing by multiple possessions, and it's getting late. He's looking to throw on 3rd and short. Gets it out quickly. Putting together a real scoring threat here as they pick up the 1st down at the 36. 3rd and short, and I guess the only thing they really took out of play in the shotgun was the quarterback sneak.
Yeah, and that's kind of what I like to do, Reese. I mean, 3rd and inches, I want to run the quarterback sneak, run the football, but this team fully comfortable throwing the football, and you see why. Easy pick.
Fires deep toward the end zone. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch.
We've seen this offense click and hum, and it's not clicking, and something's a little bit off, and I like the deep shot down the field. At least it was an interception, but they got to find a way in this O to manufacture some first downs and some passing yards because everything's been difficult today.
Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. From the gun, the running back looking for room. Little too soft in that run defense. He picks up 4 to the 32. This will be the 7th play of the drive, and they need to convert 3rd and 6. Dropping back, it's Hardy. Deep shot for the end zone. Touchdown, Razorbacks! You thought they were done. They're not. They're back, baby!
You know, sometimes as a play caller, you just don't have to overthink things. I've got a guy who's faster than your guys, and he's just going to run straight down the field. I'm going to throw it way down the field. He's going to make the catch, and we're going to score a touchdown, and that's pretty much what just happened there.
Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Dynamite matchup this week in the American, fellas. Let's show you what's going down. Florida Atlantic has the lead right now, but if this team has taught us anything over the years, it's that no lead is safe there in Boca Raton. They're up by a field goal over Memphis. We'll circle back if anything big happens in this clash in the American you should know about.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. They weren't able to get that one off. It'll be a delay of game. So frustrating to see an offense lose track of the play clock and pick up a penalty like that. Leaves it with the running back. Several defenders there to get him on the ground. And the Trojans in a good spot here with 2nd and short. The RPO, fire complete to the left. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
Now, you've seen the evolution of these slot receivers. They're just matchup nightmares. They're hard to get your hand on. A lot of times, they're off the football. You can't jam them. These guys are so productive, and offenses really feature their best players most time in those slot positions.
Using his legs, it's Jordan. There he goes. They finally rustle down the senior, but not before he picks up some valuable ground.
Well, obviously the offense went 3 and out on their last drive. They're having a little bit more success here. That was a nice run, and I think that's the key, guys. If they're able to run the football, they're going to be able to stay on the field. And I think that's something you want to think more about if you're the play caller on offense.
One quarter to go, and might we have the makings of a classic fourth-quarter finish. Final stands of the game, and we'll start with the first down. They'll give it to him again. And a good, solid pickup there before the defense knocks him down.
It's a point in the game, I think, as a coaching staff where you really challenge your offensive line to go win the football game, right? We've got to lead late. We're going to run the football, and the defense and everybody in the stadium knows that's what's going to happen. Can we run the ball down their throats and impose our will? That's what this offense right now is trying to do.
And he's stuffed by that big defensive tackle up front.
Well, with the defense trailing, they're trying to dictate to the offense now. Really nice blitz call that time. Blowing the run play up for a huge loss. You're probably going to see that again. They're trying to find a way to create a takeaway, create negative plays, and get the ball back. Well, you love to see that from the defense, right? It's like bend, don't break. They've given up a bunch of plays on this drive, but now that they're getting down close to field goal range, you're seeing them start to stiffen up there.
Yeah, and plays don't matter anymore. Yards don't matter. All that matters with these defenses nowadays is points and limiting them.
The Trojans looking to convert on 4th down. Big tight end makes the grab. 1st down, still on his feet. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains.
That was such a risky call. With the lead late in the game, to go for it on 4th down, that could have been... if they don't get it, but with the conversion, now the question, is that enough to ice this thing and win the game?
And the Trojans have it with a 1st and 10. Quick pass on the fly motion. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage.
Got to give the defense credit. Watching film, anticipating. They knew that this offense had this play in their back pocket. They knew about the speed of this wide receiver in different ways they were going to try to get him involved. Everybody on defense on the same page, playing together. I love it.
The Trojans now with a long way to go to pick up the 1st down. Pulls and throws out the RPO. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the 1st down.
You see a lot of offenses late in the football game with a lead get conservative. I like they didn't. Like, they trusted the passing game. You're going to get looks that you know what they are. Defense has to be aggressive. You know, they have to be aggressive because they're down. They've got to get to the quarterback. They've got to get stops. Nice job throwing the football, though.
To the air, it's Fox. Got him downfield. And that's where they'll mark him, but a very productive play, and they'll move the chains. Boy, the defense really needed to get off the field there, and they just couldn't do it, and it's a fresh set of downs.
Man, that hurts. When you're trailing late in the ball game, you need those stops, and you get them to 3rd down. You get them to those critical points, and now they get the 1st down. You don't have many left. You better get aggressive.
Solid pickup of 4 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 6. Makes a man miss.
This offense thinks that they have enough left in the tank here to run the football and run all the time off the clock. They got the lead late. Didn't get the 1st down on that last one, but it's not going to surprise anybody if they turn around and hand it off again here.
Looking to throw on 3rd. Using the quick game. He'll be stopped just short of the end zone, but they'll have it 1st and goal. And the Trojans, once backed up in the shadow of their own goalpost, have put quite a drive together. Might be calling a hot route. They'll try to get it in with the run. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Trojans! if they are going to make it 2 wins in a row.
And, you know, late in the games, offenses sometimes get conservative when they got the lead and they got the ball. I love this offense. They were aggressive. They got another score added to the lead. Now you're trying to salt this game away.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. That ball skips through the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 25-yard line. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. To the air, it's Hardy. And it's incomplete, but the penalty flag has fallen in the holding zone. Let's see what the call is. So the penalty will not be enforced. The defense declines and stands on the result of the play. And now on second down for this offense. Back to pass. Unloads to the wideout. He's got it. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line. A 1st and 10 for this offense. Wants to go up top on first down. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in.
It's been tough for this QB in this one. Very small windows to throw into, and he's been under some duress as well. It's hard to find a rhythm as a QB.
Lets it fly. And it's incomplete, going for the massive explosive play instead. They're looking at a 3rd down.
And this defense knows exactly the spot they're in, man. They are up. They've got their more defensive backs on the field. They're dropping back. You can tell they are taking away the deep ball. Nice job understanding situation, understanding clock, and what the offense is trying to do.
Better find the earplugs. Here comes the noise, backing this defense on 3rd down. Looking to throw again. Another incompletion on 3rd down.
And now such a tough situation late in this game. You're trailing, but now it's 4th and long. Like, it's one thing if it's 4th and short. This makes it even more difficult. You got to have something dialed up you feel really great about.
Down in the 4th quarter, it's too late for empty possessions. They'll go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Working the middle. Still running at the 40. Turning on the Jets. He's at the touchdown, Arkansas. And the comeback is on.
Well, the good news is you scored a touchdown. You've made this a one-possession game. The bad news is you got to get the ball back. So if you're the head coach, you've got to start thinking, how are we going to do that? Are we going onside kick, or do we trust our defense to give it back to the O?
And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Guys, wanted to give you a quick update on a game happening in the American. Florida Atlantic has the lead right now, but if this team has taught us anything over the years, it's that no lead is safe there in Boca Raton. They're up by a field goal over Memphis. Ought to be fun, fellas, to see how things play out in this notable matchup in the American.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. This Trojan offense is ready to go back to work. One-possession game, getting late, first order of business, just take care of the football.
So they call this situation 4-minute offense, where you're trying to run the football and throw high-percentage passes to maintain possession and bleed the clock. This is a very difficult point of the game to execute at a high level, Mark.
Yeah, and listen, what you understand as an offense is if I get 1 or 2 first downs, this ball game's over. And that's your sole objective. Not scoring, take care of the football, get a few first downs, walk out with a W.
It's a great play there by the defense, stopping that run. But now with less than a minute to go, you got to use your timeout. You got to try and conserve as much clock as possible to give yourself a chance to win.
Let's go! Let's go! Receiver on the move gets the touch pass. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. The Trojans need a massive chunk play to move the sticks here on third down. Looks as if they didn't get it off in time. It'll be a delay of game. That is a completely avoidable penalty. The quarterback just went into brain lock and lost track of the play clock. Let's see what they do on third down. And the quarterback's just going to take a knee. With the win today, they're now bowl eligible, and that's certainly worth celebrating, at least to some degree, wouldn't you say, guys?
Yeah, listen, at the start of the year, there are a lot of goals that get put up on the blackboard. Reaching a bowl game is one of them. So now you can go ahead and check that off. But if you're this football team, you're not celebrating that tonight. You're looking to build on this win moving ahead because they've got bigger goals down the road, Dave.
They do, and they've shown you some good flashes throughout the season, man. Some moments that really say this team can be really, really good. And so I think you continue to improve. You know at the end of the season, I get to take a vacation. Wherever the bowl game is, we get a free trip with my boys, but there's some work to be done still.
That's going to do it from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and you've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.